Thanks, Game Changers. This is Classic Games Redefined. My name's Rich, and we're looking at another one of my games on half a checkerboard. This game's Site Reduction. Site Reduction is a fairly simple game. I'm going to explain the basic setup in the two-player version and how to play it, and then I'm also going to explain a little bit how to do the solitaire version. And it plays well. It's just because the way it plays well as a solitaire game. Object of the game is you want to be the last remaining player. I'm using chess rooks. You can use checkers, but chess rooks, if you know how chess moves, you're mostly the way there on how these moves. So you go with white or black first. And the object is to end up stalemating your opponent. And these, by the way, these pieces were put out randomly. That's why I had the loot bag to randomly shuffle them up. There's also rules. We'll have a link in the description below. You can check out, do it. It involves just putting players' starting with a set of pieces, putting them on a board. It's just meant to be randomized. And what we do is, let's say we start first. These pieces move in a straight line like a chess rook. So what we'll do here is this piece moves vertically or horizontally until it can run into a friendly piece, otherwise it can't move. Then let's say it gets captured, it runs into the piece and removes itself from the board. And it's called site reduction because you're reducing the number of pieces in a line of sight, which is vertically or horizontally. You can see the piece and do it. So white goes there. Next up, black ends up figuring what black's going to do. And black will go like that there because he can chase here or here, comes off the board. Now white, because there's also a timing mechanism that you have here that's actually interesting on what it does. That white will do that. You note the update, pieces don't get knocked over, which is fortunate. Now black is going here. And this game's plays relatively quick. So white will remove that, stalling black. Now black has to make a decision here. Okay. Black will go there like that. Now white's going to see, because black could come over here and suppose I capture that piece. Instead I trace the line of sight and show you where it's happening. So black did that. Now white's going to go. White will remove this here. Black goes like that there. Now white's going to see what white's going to do. Okay. Because whatever white's going to do, black will end up mirroring. Because any of these I pull off, he'll pull off the corresponding one. Black does that. Because you're trying to stall as the player. You want your opponent to stalemate. So, we'll put it here. These pieces together, I will end up moving like that in this piece. The physics are still a bit wonky, but anyhow. Okay, got that there. White does that. Now, white goes again. So white will do this. Black then. Black does that. Black's going to have some issues, but black will do that then. Now white goes. White will take that off the board. Black does that there. White does this. You could play this game on a full board if you want. Again, it's an experiment I had. It's better off. I find it interesting, the board being wider than narrower. And that's actually a good point. What am I doing? By doing that, note that this is a deadlock spot. I could end up doing something else, so I'll do that. black will go here. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, there we go. So what you're seeing here is that that could come down and capture that way. So now white has to make a decision what white's going to do. I think white has issues here. White definitely has issues. Yep, white's going to lose. Black. And white doesn't have a legal move, so... What you see here is this is how to play the game Sight Reduction. And for the rules, as I said, go download them. They involve putting pieces on the board. I also discovered a free placement has a go ability. Usually I had it. You're putting it adjacent, like when you're putting on the board. You would start with everything off, and let's take them off the board. This is without using randomized setup. There's some abstract strategy purists that don't want to use the randomized setup. By the way, what you do here in the solitaire version is after you set up the board, before you pull the pieces out, you decide which color is going to go first, and you do it. You play both sides, and the object is to get yourself down to having one piece of each color on the board. It can be a bit easy, in which case then you go one piece of each color on the board, and you want them to be adjacent to each other when they're done, like this here. So that's solitaire. But what you do here, one of the versions you can play. And then the rules for that is that, let's say white goes first, and black would go here. Then white needs to be put adjacent to a piece on the board. The other one is just free placement anywhere. So, like this here. And then black could go anywhere like that. So, anyhow, that's Sight Reduction. It's a not all my games I have. It's on the light side, but I think it plays well enough. So, anyhow, that's about it here. So, pretty much all I could say is I do want to thank you for watching. May your die always roll 5, and remember, don't hate the player, change the game.